Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you have seen the today's market, then Nifty and Bank Nifty both gained above 100 points. Well, why did it happen? How did it happen? How yesterday's fall was just a false signal? Why did it happen? Means yesterday's I told you that market has fallen because of new strain of coronavirus. But it was just a little bit part of it, okay? The other picture which I didn't realize yesterday was that there was a lot of discrepancies in data. When I was analyzing today the data of FIIs and DIIs, then I was able to come up that there is some discrepancies in data. So DIIs were continuously selling. Yesterday only they bought, and FIIs were continuously buying, but yesterday only they started selling. Then again today they started their earlier trends, means they have again started buying, and DIIs also again started selling. So yesterday was the only day where a lot of data discrepancies was there. When I was analyzing, I was just like shocked. It's like how it can happen that there was some glitch in NSE server. So due to that, many stop loss has triggered or many buyer signals has triggered, and that's why yesterday's market just fallen down 400 points and above. Well, this kind of server issue is not permittable because it makes huge losses to retail traders basically, because they are trading with a small capital and they are not immune to that much losses. So if it is happening, then it is very bad thing, means we are losing money. And you know what happens when you lose money, or when one day suddenly market just jumps up or jumps down? Well, in that case you will have some false idea in mind. Well, yesterday just market fall down. Then when I was doing the analysis, I was pretty much sure, okay, now market is falling 400 points, means this news trend is a very much big news, and today also it is going to impact. But when today market opened, well, it opened positively. Then it has started going down little bit, means 400 points in Bank Nifty. Then it has again started going up, and it has ended up 100 points above. Well, it was very much shock to me. You know, if this kind of thing is happening, means NEC server glitch can literally play with our minds. Means you are thinking that that was a big move because of new strain of coronavirus, so it is going to be there for today as well. But that was not the case. When I was analyzing my data, actually that data I have posted on my Telegram channel as well. So you should go there and see that data. There I have posted that on yesterday's data there's a lot of discrepancy, means suddenly people who were selling about 1000 crores plus stocks, they started buying, and they are buying how much? Well, 300 crores. And those who were buying started selling, and this kind of thing doesn't happen in the market. And due to the yesterday's market analysis, I took some trade today because I was thinking market will go down, and it has just gone down a little bit, but again it has recovered a lot. So if yesterday's market was an aberration, and definitely today it has to fall in the line and it has to come up with the corrective figures. So that's what happened today, and today market traded normally. So now we should take the yesterday's market as a lesson. Means what? If you are taking any trades, you should always put stop loss, but stop loss is also not enough, because when server issue happens, your stop loss will not be triggered, and still you will be losing some money. So what you can do instead? Well, you can buy your security or insurance. That's what I say. Take cover positions so that you don't lose the money in any case if market goes against you. Let it be any server issue. And second thing is, don't trade with your 100% capital. Always trade with 50% or less than 50% capital, because if market suddenly gives this kind of scenario, then definitely you are going to lose money. Well, there was one more thing which I could not digest yesterday, and it was just sticking in my mind. Means if you see the Dow Jones, it didn't move much. If UK had some strain, then it didn't move much, and it has just recovered. But today in our market it has also recovered. So if that much big impact was there in India, then it should remain same for today as well. So definitely that was a glitch, okay? That was not a deliberate move, it was unintentional. So that is our lesson from yesterday's market. And today's market, what is the lesson? Well, if any big moves happen, then we should always aware of that it can be technical glitch. Now let's start our Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis. First we'll go for the chart and we'll be finding out support and resistance. Here on the screen I have opened Nifty 50 chart. So here if you see, the support is at 13,419 and resistance is at 13,576. Well, this support and resistance, it is immediate support and resistance. I am taking 15 minutes candle. I cannot take more than 15 minutes, otherwise that support and resistance will be of monthly or quarterly support and resistance. I cannot take the candles which is less than 15 minutes, because if I take less than 15 minutes, then there will be lot of false signals will be there that I want to avoid. Now let's move to the Bank Nifty and see the support and resistance. If you see here, then here support is at 29,131 and resistance is at 30,346. So that is the support and resistance for Bank Nifty. Now let's see which stock moved the market, because today's market was completely normal and there was not a much effect of news strain or any glitches. Well, today also there were some glitches which I could see on the Twitters, but still I can ignore that because there was not a huge impact of that. Okay, so still we'll be doing our regular analysis of market moves, whichever moved greater than 3% or less than negative 3%. So if yesterday's market was true, means yesterday's news were true, then today also there must be some stocks which should fall less than negative 3%, but there was no stock. That was another indication that yesterday's market fall was wrong, completely wrong, means it was disaster and it was false market fall. That's what I would tell you, because there must be some glitches, otherwise the effect should continue. So now let's do our market moves analysis and find out which stock moved greater than 3% and which stock moved less than 3%. So when I was doing the analysis, I was able to come up with the stocks. Okay, so Adani Ports, well, there was some news announcement on 7th of December. Cargo volume growth rises to 10% year on year. Thereafter it is gaining. When I say it is gaining, it means it is gaining, it is taking retracement, then again it is gaining. You should exclude yesterday's market scenario, because that was totally unexpected and also that was totally false. Means that was clearly a glitch in NSE servers. Okay, so that's why I am not considering yesterday's market fall. And if you see the HCL Tech, well, from 27th November onwards, it is continuously gaining. Means it is retracing, then gaining, retracing and gaining. Means ideally it is gaining. And if you see the Tech Mahindra, well, June onwards it is continuously gaining. So they are in gaining phase. If I am saying it is gaining, means there was no news, because I search on Google, I search on other online platforms where I could get some news, but there was no news. So these stocks are continuously gaining. If you see the Infi, well, there was some news about Infi. Infosys, Wipro clinch billion-dollar deals from German firms as digital demand rises. So that was the news. That's why Nifty has gained today. And if you see the GAIL, well, from 27th of November 2020, it is in gaining phase. Now let's move to the next and see what are the upcoming meetings which are going to be held tomorrow. These are the meetings which are going to be held tomorrow. So if you are going to trade in these stocks, then definitely you should look out for the news. If any good news comes after these meetings, then definitely you are going to get the benefit. Or else, even if a bad news comes, then also you will be aware of. Now let's move to the events. What are the events which are going to be held in upcoming days? So if you see here, then on 25th there will be one event which is foreign exchange reserves December. So that is not a big event, but that will also happen after market hours, so that will not impact much. Now let's move to the next and do the analysis of Nifty and Bank Nifty gain and what was the VIX today. Well, if you see here, then VIX has recovered very well. And if you see, if that market fall was really 400 points and above, means in real or the effect of new strain of coronavirus, then VIX could not recover that much. But if it is recovered, it means that market fall was completely false signal, and it has recovered means 3 points. So 3 points is a huge change in VIX if you see. Now let's discuss about Nifty. Well, Nifty opened positively, thereafter it started going down and it has gone a little bit negative. Thereafter it has just gone positive at the end of the market. That is 137 points. And if you see the Bank Nifty, well, Bank Nifty has gone up to 400 points negative, and thereafter it has recovered up to 169.5 points. Well, if it has recovered after that much big news, then definitely yesterday's fall was wrong. Now let's move to the next and do the analysis of open interest, which is of Nifty. So if you see here, then here I have changed this chart so that you can understand it very much better. Put open interest build up is 42% of total open interest, and call open interest build up is 58% of total open interest. It means call has been sold more than put, and how much more? It is 58%. So if you say 100% was this total circle, then 58% call has been sold. So if you see this total open interest picture, then it is saying that Nifty is 58% bearish, or you can say 42% bullish. The overall scenario of the weekly picture of Nifty is that it is indicating it is been bearish in nature. Now let's see change in open interest of today's picture. If you see here, then here you can clearly see more put has been sold. It means people were expecting that market will go up. That's why 91% change in open interest happened because of put. And if you see call, then call, lot of wind up has happened. That's why it is negative value. Negative value indicates that unwinding had happened. Okay, unwinding, it means whoever made the positions earlier on call side when Nifty was going down, they have squared off their positions. So today's picture is saying that Nifty will go up. Weekly picture is saying that Nifty will go down. Well, we should always consider weekly picture, which is total open interest, means open interest alone, not change in open interest, because it will be overall picture. If you see that tomorrow's market, then these positions will be added in this. So again, total open interest will see give us the complete picture of weekly. Now let's move to the Bank Nifty and do the analysis of total open interest. If you see here also 59% call has been sold. It means that weekly picture of Bank Nifty is indicating that Bank Nifty will go down. How much percentage? Well, 59% chances are there that Bank Nifty will go down in this week, and 41% chances are there that Bank Nifty will go up. Now let's do the today's market analysis, which is change in open interest data. If you see here, then more put has been sold. It means that 95% people were thinking that Bank Nifty will go up only. That's why they have sold the put. And if you see the call, well, in call, lot of unwinding has happened. Means like whoever made the positions, they have wind up the position. There is a less open interest build up on call side, but this is the today's picture, and this figure will also be added in this total open interest data if it is positions are not being squared off today. So then again we'll be considering this figure. So that is the major effect, that is the weekly effect. So 59% chances are there that Bank Nifty will go down. Nifty is saying in weekly picture that it will go down. Bank Nifty is also saying that I will go down. This impact can be reversed. There is not much of the difference between put and calls percentage, so it can be reversed, but still the majority of the percentage are saying that Nifty and Bank Nifty will go down. Now let's do the analysis of open interest distribution of Nifty, and we'll be finding out support and resistance. Here if you will see, then where is support? Well, support is at 13,000, that is S1. And where is resistance? Well, resistance is here, which is at 13,800. This is R1. But if you see here, then lot of open interest is building up on call side. So people are making positions above resistance 1 also, because they are thinking that Nifty will not touch this level. So that's why they are making the positions. If you see on put side also, there are people who are making the positions, but it is not that much effective. Okay, so weekly picture means there are 2 days left for Nifty expiry. So within these 2 days also, it is indicating that Nifty will go down. Now let's do the change in open interest analysis, and we'll be seeing today's support and resistance. If you see here, then support is at 13,300, which is your today's picture. Where is resistance? You cannot find out resistance because Nifty has changed its phase. Means like earlier it was just going down till the midday, and thereafter it has started moving up, and that's why people are in shock like how much it can move up. So they have squared off the positions on call side, whoever sold the call. Okay, so that's why if you see, the change in open interest was negative on call side. This was the impact. So again, this is indicating the today's scenario. This is also indicating where people can go tomorrow. So they are thinking that they can move up, but again weekly picture is saying that it will go negative. So again, wherever this FIIs and DIIs will take the market, there only people have to go and they have to fall in line. Now let's move to the next and do the analysis of Bank Nifty open interest distribution. Here if you see, then support is at 29,000. So this will be our support, and resistance is at 30,500. Well, if you see here, then resistance of 30,400, 31,000 is not having a huge difference. But if you see the open interest build up on call side, it is more and more. So this support is firm, means Bank Nifty will not go down below 29,000, but it will also not move up much. So above 30,500, there are very less chances that Bank Nifty will go up. Now let's do the today's market analysis, which is change in open interest of Bank Nifty, and we'll be finding out support and resistance as well. If you see here, then support is at 29,000 and resistance is at 29,500. Well, support and resistance gap is reduced because expiry is nearer. Whenever expiry comes nearer, support and resistance gap will reduce in option chain, because there is a less chances that Nifty might move lot of points in these days. Okay, so that's why the gap is reduced. Now let's move and see how FII DI cash activity has been done. If you see here, then here, that's what I was telling you. If you have seen the yesterday's figure, then those who are selling continuously for the month, for last month as well, they have bought yesterday. That's where I am shocked. It's like how it can happen, means those who are buying, if you see the FIS, they suddenly started selling yesterday. It can't happen, man. Then again they are just moving wherever they wanted to move. Like earlier also they were buying, today also they were buying. So this move was completely false move. Because of the server issue, it has happened. It was not a real move. Here I have included the data of FIs and DIs, means how much crores worth of stocks they have bought or sold. So here if you see, DIs are continuously selling, FIs are continuously buying. Now let's move to the FI, and we'll be finding out future and option positions of FI. If you see here, then FIs are buying in future and buying in option as well. So if they are buying in both of this, it means they are expecting that market will go up, and DIs means they are expecting that market will go up. Now let's move to the next and do the analysis of final support and resistance. If you see here, final support for Nifty is 13,000 and resistance is at 13,800. And if you see the final support for Bank Nifty, it is at 29,000 and resistance is at 30,500. Well, this is my analysis. Based on this analysis, I am taking trades. Regardless of loss and profit, I am continuously updating my trade on my Telegram channel, and also I am updating what are the key learning lessons for me. So if you are interested to see my trades, what strategy I am using, how am I thinking while taking the trades, you should definitely follow me on the Telegram channel as well. Well, if you found this video helpful, then hit the like button and consider subscribing this channel.